Okay, James, your go, and we'll do hockey afterwards.
So my interaction with the object would be just to open the gate.
Okay, so we'll just say, how do we want to run that? That's probably, damn. That's probably going to be your actual action. You still have movement after that, but you're going to have to swing that gate open. So you'd be kind of interacting with hockey on that one. So you could still throw through the gate, but to actually open it to the point where you're freeing Dench, that's going to be an actual action.
Then I'll use my action to do that. We have martial people here, so
okay. So you're able to open the gate. The warden's bent scimitar drops to the ground, and the gate is open, leaving Dench a way out if other people are not in the way. So he can do that. Did you want to move, or do you want to stay there behind the gate? Like, but behind the, parallel to the wall gate? Or did you want to open it more than that?
Me, I'm opening it as far as I can.
Okay. So the gate will be all the way open, just, like, pushed against the wall to the left, is that what you're saying? Like?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do that. Yep, just like that. Okay, gate's open as far as it can go. Did you want to move?
I can't attack this round, so I'll just kind of say I'm over here.
Okay, so just kind of staying out of sight over there?
Well, I could attack the warden next turn with a pebble if I needed to.
Yeah, but outside of, like, the potential archers behind him?
Yes, okay. Actually.
We'll go for that.
That's exactly
what we're trying to do. Okay.
So let's go with what you just said.
Okay, so, Bullrock, you're able to kind of, like, dance out of the way as the gate opens. What would you like to do?
I'm going to attack. Full attack with my glaive.
Okay. God damn, hockey.
And then followed up with the opposite end.
Also a hit.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
That's
a lot of damage. So 17 damage.
Yeah. There you go.
A lot of damage.
That is a remarkable amount of damage. So, as this gate comes back, you kind of dance your way backwards and plant your foot into the ground to shove forwards. And generally, a glaive shouldn't be really used for stabbing, but you don't really have much of a choice. That's fine, though, because you hook the kind of pointed and curved tip at the front. You hook and lift, and you're able to kind of open up that space, not only scratching him, really more... not really impaling him, but opening up his belly a fair amount as you lift the armor he's got under him. And then as you do, you spin the front end back and more like slash at him with the back end, but while the armor is up, dealing a fair amount of damage. You can see a lot of blood coming off him. He's kind of leaning forwards. He definitely looks kind of severely injured at this point.
Excellent. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. So the warden is pissed off. And rearmed. That did save his health. Awesome. So, as you guys attack, he kind of goes for one last attempt to take Dench down. Going for his...
oh, boy.
Going for his full suite of attacks. Which looks like that should be one hit, one not. Or, sorry, 2 hit, one not.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay. So...
24-19.
The one scimitar,
so
one dagger.
4
so
and
4,
2.
6.
So 6 damage total.
6 damage.
And
6 damage.
Okay, barbarian. Don't you have a little healing thing for a reaction?
No, that's fighter.
I thought the barbarian had something.
No,
The fighter's got the what's it called?
Actions, not actions, but
Second wind.
No, what the
Just wait till my turn and I'll piss the G off more.
So, kind of, the warden kind of goes for his last-ditch attack. So he's doing a pretty strong attack. He goes and tries to basically Zorro the front of Dench. The scimitar comes across in kind of a V shape. The first misses because he's not really committing to it. The second he slashes, and then kind of at the same time, he's moving his scimitar arm back and slashing forwards with the dagger, and then uses that momentum to back away. You see him retreat a good 10-15 feet down the hall, and then dips down a side hall. The warden is no longer visible to you guys.
Prick!
What
I wasn't done yet.
Now, when the warden leaves, you can see there's some folks who are obviously loyal to him. You just Go away. You can see folks who are obviously...
Wait,
Good?
the warden left?
Yeah, the warden left.
We get opportunity attacks.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you did.
Dench, go for
Did
opportunity
he
attack.
disengage or
He
did
doesn't get the lead.
No,
for free.
he actually attacked, so it's not disengaged. Yeah, you got a good point. Dench, go for opportunity attack for me.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
and
also-
Glaive, too.
That's
Also,
right,
I
the
do.
glaive reaches.
Yeah,
Also,
Hockey also
yeah.
gets one.
make them count, guys.
Oh.
Okay.
How the mighty have fallen.
Okay, Saf,
Hey.
go
No,
for it.
Saf got him, though.
Come on, max damage.
That is 8.
Okay, so Hockey, you make the attempt, and it's a valiant attempt. You've done really well so far. You stab at him. You're trying to get him, but unfortunately, he's kind of already out of the way. You kind of stumble forwards, and you knock into the back of Saf as you do. Thankfully, that doesn't stop Saf. He is able to get that scimitar swinging nice and hard, and carves a good chunk out of the back of the warden. Doesn't bring him down, though. The warden is
Down.
severely limping as he retreats. Now I have to... They're making me actually go back and adjust his health again. Doesn't quite take him down. He is a little bit more intelligent than I think you guys are giving him for, so he is kind of full-on retreat mode. Behind him, however, you do see... I can't really show this to you because, again, map. Behind him, you do see the 2 crossbow folks trying to cover his retreat.
You can extend the
So-
map a little bit. If
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
want.
how-
I have to check real quick. I don't know if this background actually has anything to extend. I can't.
Just go to the map, your square size, and add 10. Or 30, if you want to
Yeah,
go
let me,
another
yeah,
50 feet is 10. So how long is that quarter?
Yeah, I actually cut it off. Unfortunately, I didn't think I'd.
So he's only 30 feet away from us.
Well, no,
I
he
believe I
went-
can
he
use
went
the
about-
magic
He went around a
skill.
corner.
Yeah, he went around a corner. He went about 15 feet in. If you guys look at here, just to kind of show you what we're doing here. So
Okay.
5 is where you guys are
Uh,
fighting. So he ducked back through 5 and then
Sure.
took off towards 6. So he is specifically out of vision. You guys might be able to chase him if you can take down 2 crossbow people, but he is out of vision currently.
I'm gonna guess this map isn't quite to scale.
No,
Yeah, like,
probably not.
it is and it isn't. The problem is the scale
Alright.
on this map is kind of weird. The scale wasn't to scale in the first place.
All right.
I'd have to see. Let's see. So that's not
It's
quite
not too
that's
bad.
not
Don't
quite-
worry
that's
about
not quite too bad. Like, look, see,
Yes,
if you look at
just
my ping,
squint and it's perfect.
if you look at my ping,
Beautiful.
like, that's where he just went. He is at least 30 feet, I think, and it's
You're on the
25.
GM layer.
Oh, am I?
You're
Sorry.
drawing on the
Am I?
GM layer. Yeah.
Here.
Right there.
Yeah, that right there
Okay,
is
yeah,
25 feet.
he went with that one.
I knew I actually went and did it right. What is his movement? I think... Yeah, so he's got 30 feet,
It's
so he
two-
was able to duck around that corner. Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna mess up.
Put the dots on the map where these 2 archers are, please.
Oh, yeah, I was going to bring you back to the battle map,
Yeah, let's do the battle map.
mostly because your battle is almost over anyways.
That's what you think.
Okay, well, prove me wrong. So,
You're gonna start stabbing one of us now, huh?
well, yes, actually, the archer who's covering his retreat shoots at Dench, because Dench is in front.
That hits.
That's just
That
that you take
is
1 damage.
One.
You
hit.
and your
One.
goddamn rage last the entire freaking map. Okay, so, Dench, it is your turn if you want to try to chase him.
Little hurt. Not gonna lie.
Little hurt.
To tell you right now, I've taken what can be assumed to be about at this point 30 damage. It would have killed me twice.
Yeah.
But hey, I got healing, so yay for that.
I mean, to be
I'm
fair,
gonna-
I didn't want to mention it. You specifically engaged him in a narrow corridor where only 2 people could access him. That said,
Well,
there's
Dench
no
isn't
way
smart.
you guys should have been able to win this fight like that easy.
Well,
That
guess
being
what?
said.
We have what is called story bullshit.
Pretty much.
Plot armor, my
It is
friend.
absolute
It's
plot
there.
armor. That's absolutely true. Okay. Well, Dench, what would you like to do? Because you are currently blocking your team from being able to chase him. So what would you like to do?
I'll stop blocking by going forward.
Will you
yeah,
put
let-
the,
yeah,
where's the
crossbowmen?
I realize I
Yeah, what are
just
the
realized that
crossbows?
you guys did that. Okay, so I need to be on the
Because we're
DM.
such good little, such good little PCs.
Okay, let me think where they would have been because I actually didn't have the move because the map didn't exist. Where would they have been?
You said You said
They should
around
have
2
been-
feet behind the warden.
That should be
First
there,
crossbow.
and then this one should be about.
Put them on the icon
here.
layer.
Yeah, I'm just moving them before I change them to you guys. Here you go.
Probably like
That's where
they're
they
there,
should be.
yeah.
Oh, they're dying.
Oh, all of a sudden this changes. Yeah. So one of them would have been
Da-da-da-da.
close enough to kind of toss the weapon. The other one was a little bit further behind.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We're actually doing this.
I haven't. Yep,
We're
I haven't
doing
killed
this
anybody yet. I gotta do the one.
Okay.
So, first attack. That's a that
Oh,
is a one.
Are you gonna?
At least nobody else is around you.
Yeah. You get,
Do I do another attack or do I just stop altogether?
You keep going, man. Come on.
I'm asking die because that's a.
that's a good question. What when you do two-handed fighting, what happens if you get a natural one, or what happens if you miss the first
All
one?
a natural by rules. The only thing a natural one means on an attack is that you miss. That's the only effect.
Okay.
It's all
By
homebrew.
rule.
yeah, it's
But
all
if
homebrew.
if you miss the
flavor
first,
text.
let's see, if you miss the first attack, do you get to the second attack?
Yes.
You get that? Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your second one. I'll fit flavor around it.
Okay.
Better hope it's
That's
good.
13.
Okay, so what do I want to have you do? So you rush forward, your rage is abating, but you have bloodlust because you knew that you were about to kill the warden, and you kind of
Yep,
rush
it was
forwards,
good.
and you're going for the standard cross cleave that did really well for you in that first and pretty much the entirety of the first combat.
Yep.
So you make the attempt. The problem is her crossbow was still up, and she was actually aiming. So your first blow actually catches the crossbow, which does knock it out of her hands, but it actually catches your scimitar and drops it because your scimitar is stuck in the wood. So you are disarmed from the first
fantastic.
weapon. The second weapon, however, you are able to land a fairly secure hit. Can I get you to roll that damage for me?
Yep, that should.
Roll that
second
beautiful
attack,
beam
that
footage.
should-
That's 10.
that is 6.
That's 6, okay.
That's 6 because that's the second attack.
Right. Okay.
Are you doing it with the same scimitar that now is stuck in the
Yeah,
No,
he
crossbow?
was dual wielding.
He's got
He had two.
Oh, you're dual wielding.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing-
That's
the
why I
reason
had to check those two attacks.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you did lose the first weapon, but you did just disarm her from that. And the second one does kind of lodge itself in that same arm. You're able to pull it out, but she's got a lot of blood dripping down the front of her and looks a little bit weak from that.
James, gonna need some help.
Well, it's actually Geth's turn. Geth, what are you gonna do?
Well, Geth can finally get, last turn he got a beat on this crossbowman, and knowing how sightlines are important for these guys, I'm gonna see what eyeball feels like.
You're gonna see what eyeball
Poke him in
feels
the
like?
eye.
Yep,
Just do
we're
something
gonna
real
squeeze
quick,
their
'cause
eyeball.
if you guys are chasing, the warden still needs to be on this. You're going to.
So,
Wow.
how you doing, sport?
So number one, I want to ask you: do you normally attack unarmed people? You don't give them a chance to surrender or anything? Because she doesn't even have her weapon. She's completely unarmed. So
I don't
She's
know.
been shooting us.
She's been shooting us.
Yeah,
and I
she
don't
was
know how
shooting
she
us.
She
disarmed.
was.
Yeah, listen.
She was the one who shot him to open the round.
That is. Actually, you know what? That
you
is
bitch.
probably true. Actually. So the problem is, while you do this, it does kind of lead a little bit of a weird feeling in those around you. Because instead of throwing, pitching, curving, all the stuff you do, you kind of shove your fist forwards, kind of 1-inch punch style. And the skeletal hand comes out, and it comes out in this strange grasping motion as it goes forwards. Thankfully, your aim is true, so instead of landing about 1.5 feet lower, it actually grabs her eye, squeezes, and then drops. Eye falling down, bleeding from the skull, and then she just falls over. It looked really weird to see that hand squeezing the air like that, though, as it went. So, yes, you have taken this one down.
The masterful groping hand comes
3 for
forward.
3.
He is 3 for 3. It is amazing.
You know, I knocked your character when you first came out with it. I'm loving it right now.
Bullock, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna call that turn. I don't want to block the hallway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
No, I don't need to be there anymore, so I will go 5 right there.
Well, if you're there, she has disadvantage to she shoots at you. If you're 5 feet.
Oh, that's right. That's why I was going to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Well, her crossbow's
And-
on her hand. Oh no, she's dead.
And
dead.
I'm going to attack with my glaive.
Woo!
Again, I don't think
And
he's rolled lower than
follow up.
what 19 with his glaive so far.
An 8.
Okay, there it
And
is. He
8.
finally got one.
No, I crit failed when I tried the opportunity
Oh,
attack.
that is true. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Okay, so you did actually get one. Okay.
Feast or famine with me. That's what it is.
It is. So the first one definitely hits. So this one does have her weapon up, and she tries to kind of pull a copy on the one who just died. Tries to pull her weapon up to block it. Doesn't quite work. Your weapon really kind of cleaves at her. This girl's probably not going to survive the next 10 minutes, even if you weren't attacking her. You have kind of cut her from shoulder down to hip. She's shaking, but she's not quite down. And then as you kind of do the rebound, you try to kind of flip your weapon up to kind of, finish the cross going from like groin to neck, and she blocks that with her crossbow. So you don't quite get her, but you got really close.
And after I finish my attack, seeing how her state is, I say, adversity is like a strong wind. It removes everything except what cannot be removed. And thus we see who we really are.
Okay.
And I sort of indicate that
Holy
we should take her prisoner. I sort of let up a little bit.
Okay. Well, James,
How
that's probably going to be up to you. Do you want to let up on her?
How are you stressing that, by the way?
I want to move here,
Okay.
and I want to see if I see the the warden down the hallway.
Oh yeah, let's draw some more hallway.
Yeah, do I see the warden down there?
Yes.
Yes, there we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
Give me a second. Let me
Oh,
see
boy.
how that hallway looks real quick.
I think it's like that.
Yeah, just another room right there. Yeah, he didn't quite get around the corner. He's actually still in not quite full sprint, but he's about to start booking it. So his back to you is right now.
Oh, I failed.
Oh, okay. Finally,
For
someone gets what they
what?
need. So, you kind of sprint down the hall, following in Bulrock's in his dust, in his wind is actually a more appropriate thing. And you kind of plant your foot and you slide sideways, and as you do, you throw to your left. And as cool as that looked, it unfortunately goes right past him and hits a wall to his side.
I should have got brain biter out of that skull, damn it.
That's probably true. Okay, anything else you want to do?
That was my action, so I am good. Move full through, and that's where I end up.
Okay. The warden does not, the warden does have his weapons on him as you see him move it, but he is actually booking it. He is in full sprint. And as he goes, you see him kind of move, in this direction, and then once again he turns kind of out of sight, heading up here.
I don't see where he
I'm on the
moved.
wrong layer again. I'm on the wrong layer again. So he moves over here, and kind of as he turns around that corner, once again moves out of sight. And then as he's taken off, there is some incredible amount of belief in these folks, some faith. This one is not stopping. Either she knows her time is done or something like that. Her has never been on the receiving end of a healing spell. Could be, but she's not quitting. Her crossbow drops. Out comes the scimitar for a slash at Bulrock. It's kind of a last stand.
Which one of them tossed their scimitar to
The front one.
warden?
So the one that just
Okay.
died. That's why she was unarmed. That's why I was making fun of Geth. Because she was unarmed. She's the one that threw it.
Okay.
woo.
Holy crap! Someone actually maybe hits for some reason.
Oh damn.
Is that a hit, Hockey?
Yes, that is a hit.
Okay.
What do you mean might have actually
Okay.
hit?
And-
That's a dozen times.
And I am going to use Wrath of the Storm, so she needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I have to see this. What is that under?
Oh,
It's under Tempest
You're a
Cleric.
nice choice.
I gotta tell you, for a while I couldn't remember what the hell class is he. Fog Cloud and healing and the glaive. This is awesome.
Let's
Oh,
see.
that's right, Tempest Cleric.
Tempest Cleric. Oh, I'm looking through because I'm kind of curious.
Just wait till you make him flying level 17. He's just flying everywhere with storm.
flying
Oh,
everywhere.
okay. Then Herbie
Raining
can-
lightning down.
You can see it.
Oh, that was a really crappy roll.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I
Almost-
kind of know exactly what I want to happen here, so let's I'm hoping for both of our sakes. Dexterity saving throw, right?
Correct.
What's the DC on it?
13.
13. Okay. Damn.
All right.
I actually kind of want her to fail. So as she attacks
So
you,
half damage. So she takes one. She takes one damage.
so as she, damn, that would have been so close too. As she swings at you, her blade bites into your flesh. You can definitely feel that, feel that coldness as open air hits your flesh, and as she does, your body responds with just a lightning, not as much a strike as a burst. Thankfully, her weapon for her has like a wooden handle or something, so it's not able to do the full damage it probably should have to her, but it definitely shocks her, causes her to jump back and kind of hit the wall behind her. It also causes her to drop her scimitar. So she is disarmed. Still alive, but you can see she's barely there. Her eyes are rolling up in her head. She is about to drop. Dench.
All right, maybe I can hit something for once. It'd be nice. Let's go stab things. Technically, it's a scimitar, so I slash, but anyway, it's a 13.
That's a hit. Go swing.
For once, I hit with the main weapon. That's 11.
So as much as Bullrock wanted to get a prisoner, someone to actually give him some answers, your rage, even as it abated, even as you kind of come to your rational senses say, screw this bitch. So you run forwards, you drop the scimitar in your right hand, clasping the one in your hands above your head with both hands, and then cleave down. A lot of the work's already been done for you, but you see her eyes flash for a second, lowering just in time to see your weapon. And there's actually a moment of kind of this rapturous kind of glee in her face. She's actually happy about this as your weapon cleaves her in two. Woo. And both halves fall to either side, one into the hallway, one into the corner, and she's down.
Fantastic.
Okay. Anything else you want to
Warden's
do?
not getting away.
At this point, I'm gonna drop rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna look down and say, "Damn it! It's all over my suit."
Okay. Geth, what are you doing?
All right. Well, because I was straight here, I saw the warden run like a pansy and take the corner, right?
Yeah, you did see him do that.
And I did identify that lady right there as the one who shot me earlier, correct?
Probably. I'm having trouble keeping. I had trouble keeping track of where they were when they were moving. The lady who shot you is currently dead in some fashion.
I'm cool with that. But I recognize, hey, 2 are missing from the rafters there. There are 2 in this room. All right. Let's see if this stuff connects. So I'm going to go this way. 5, 10. And it's difficult terrain to climb up that?
That is 10 feet above you. It's not even difficult terrain. You'd have to, there's no handholds there. You'd have to make a jump for that.
I'm
pretty you're 6'5", aren't you?
Strength?
Yeah, 7'5" with the hat.
Well, yeah.
But what's your strength? That determines how high you can jump.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 8.
So you can jump 4 feet up.
2 feet.
Hey.
You can jump
2
2
3
feet up.
plus your modifier.
But you said he gets reach like half as high as he is.
What you can reach up 1.5 your height. Yeah.
Okay, so he can reach up 9 feet. He can jump 2 feet. So he'll be able to grasp onto the ledge. Okay. Acrobatics or athletics check.
Let's go acrobatics. That one's not negative.
So you reach up, and it's not too much of a jump. So you jump up, and you're able to grasp onto the ledge. But as you try to pull yourself up, your arms are just not having it, and you just kind of dangle on the ledge for a second. You have the grip, and you'll probably be able to pull yourself up in a minute, but you're not quite able to get all the way up.
You do one of those things where you take a couple steps and jump up, but as you grab, your legs go underneath you and keep carrying you to where you finally let go and fall right back flat on your back.
No, it doesn't fall, but he does swing a little bit.
I'm dangling.
He makes one of those really pathetic. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying, but he's the really skinny nerd in gym class trying to do pull-ups for their tests. No, it's not happening. At least not.
It's too hard.
Okay, Geth, you want to do
You know
anything
how
else while
bad-
you're hanging there?
I want you to tell me that I leveled up to level 2 between now and my turn.
Yeah, I should have played it safe. I was looking pretty badass, and that. So
3 for 4.
Bloodlust is gone, by the way. 3 for 4. Bloodlust is gone. I'm gonna call that a turn while staying hanging.
Okay. Bullrock, it is now your turn.
All right, and there's no sign of the warden.
From where?
No, he's 10.
Yeah, he turns the corner right around here, and even James lost sight of him. He's the one with line of sight.
What's in the room that we're in?
So, now that you guys are pausing for a second to look around, the room that you're in, we'll move over to the other thing for a second. So, you guys are in room 5 right now. Oh, hold on. Need to actually flip you guys over here real quick. Okay. So right now, you guys are in room 5. You lost sight of the, James lost sight of the warden at room 7, where he turned and went north. From what you can see, you guys are in a, not as much of a reception hall as kind of like the opening to leave the Star Fort. Kind of around you are a couple of various bags, barrels, supplies in general. It's kind of hard to see what's in them without looking directly in. In front of you is kind of a portcullis that is currently open, and beyond that, you can see the glinting of a moat and a drawbridge that is currently down. At the very far side, that little island you see around there where the 2 is, that is actually some sort of fortified island sort of thing. You can see some fortifications there. You can see that it's in the middle of the water. You can see a path kind of leading off to the southeast. But it's really hard to see there because there are kind of like battlements on that island, so you can't see what's actually on it.
Okay. Can I see what's in room 6?
From your position, you'd have to, if you want to move about 5 feet down, you should be able to see that.
Okay.
Kind of move back over to the thing here.
Okay.
Okay, so as you look into room 6, you're able to see that seems to be, not like an armory, but like a guard's ready room. So you can see there, if you kind of glance, if you're looking right here, there's a set of stairs that you can see. They're wooden steps aiming up. So that's kind of probably where the Bandit 2 came, or not bandits, but the Spites came down, as far as you can tell. And then in room 6 there, you can see a couple of weapon racks, empty at the moment, as far as you can tell, just by glancing in there. So that's probably where all these weapons came from these folks that just fought you. You can see some blood splatter heading into that room 7 where the warden went around. So that's where James would be kind of looking at. It's kind of all you can see. It looks like a ready room as far as you can tell, but you'd have to actually step into the room to see more than that.
All right. Then I am... I will search this body in front of me. I'm sort of going to not put my guard completely down, but
okay.
Bullrock he's not rushing headlong right now. He's injured. He's looking to take it more cautious.
Okay, let's get a...
Two, get out of the way.
Yeah, let me get a perception investigation, whichever you want to do. And then that's going to take you a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and resolve James's turn while you're searching.
Okay.
God damn you and your rolls. James, what are you working on?
Well,
So
here,
he was only 10 feet away from me, so I should be able to still be right with him.
Well, remember, you used a fairly significant run to get from the outside in the thing to slide in. So you would have been here while he was
like
about
here.
here. Yeah.
Right, so I should still be 40 feet away from him right now. Like, we're both going to move 60 feet, so...
Okay, so you're trying to do a full sprint to keep up with him?
Yep. Yes. At least around the corner
you
here.
should be, you should be 20 feet behind him.
Okay, so
So
he's up there.
you should be
See him
like
at 20 feet.
like right here, so you should be able to see around the corner. Maybe maybe there. So you're able to see where he's heading.
Oh, from a single, then I'm gonna throw a stone if I don't need to dash.
That's 40 feet.
Okay, so then I do need to dash.
Yeah, you
so
have to
I'm
dash.
gonna keep moving with him then, and just stay behind him. Move my full 40. That's 50, 60 up there. So.
Okay, so before you even reach that point, so let's have you hit where that 40 was, right about here for a second. Okay, so what you're seeing, so first of all, you're rapidly leaving your allies. As you turn, you're able to easily see that staircase going up onto the balcony. What you're also able to see is a staircase going down. This is a stone staircase. This is pretty well fortified. It goes down about 10 feet, and there's another corner down there heading to the right. The warden is not visible. So even as you're keeping up with him...
He went down and to the right.
As far as you're able to tell with the distance you are behind him, that is the best estimate you can make. But remember, you were 20 feet behind him, so he would have rounded that corner before you, so it's kind of hard to say if he would up or down.
Okay. Well, I gotta check up because that's where my friends are up. So I'm gonna continue following him up then. All right. If he's up there, I'm gonna go up on the balcony. I think I should be able to get up to about there. Let's check.
Yeah, that's reasonable. As you go up, he is not up there. You see the body of one of the spites that died up there. There's a couple of like crossbow quivers that are up there used for the firing that happened at you guys. But up there's empty, and that was the only entrance getting up there.
Okay, I just want to make sure it was clear.
Yep, absolutely clear.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. And we'll move on to Dench. So now I'll ask you before we continue, are you guys going to continue chasing him?
My rage is down. I'm both just realizing how fucking wounded I am and also perturbed by my suit. I'm stopping and probably going to try and get some of the blood off my suit.
Okay. Geth, are you going to continue to try chasing? I mean, I know you don't know where he is right now, but...
It depends on what Geth sees, but if he's not up there, then I'm probably going to do something else.
Yeah, you did not... As you were hanging there, you did not see or hear anybody going up there.
Yeah. Right. So I'm probably going to disengage and do something not...
Okay. And Bullrock, are you going to try to continue chasing, or are you going to stick with your investigation?
I'm going to stick with my investigation.
Okay, then I'm going to move... James, are you still chasing, or are you stopping where you are?
No, my next... if I got around back to me, I would dash back to my original position to tend to death for... my next action would be to bandage him.
Okay, I'm going to pull you guys out of combat time, then.
If that's the case, I'd like to try to pull myself up.
Okay. So you fall down, you fall flat on your ass, and take 1d4 damage.
Oh, you get 11 hit points back there, Dench.
Very nice.
Yay.
Okay, so...
This might be a problem in a second, actually. Hold on.
You can't be that low in health. I don't believe it.
Whew, I'm good.
Yeah, it was 1d4. I know you had more than that.
He has 4.
Does he have 4? Is that what it is?
No, he has 1 now.
I was at 5, so
I was going to say, there's no way that would have killed you.
It was...
1d4 damage cannot deal 5 damage. Anyways.
You get +2 to your healing?
I've been healed lately.
No, I meant James.
What did I find on the body?
It's the healer feat, so I do 1d6 plus 4 plus your HD level. So 1d6 plus 5.
Nice. Okay, so Hockey, as you do searching, as James kind of runs off and then runs back, you find kind of basic guard armor. What you're seeing is that the spites are kind of... They have a similar uniform. So kind of basic tunics beneath. They wear kind of basic leather armor. A little bit better than the Annoyance had, which is why they were a little bit harder to kind of deal damage to. Each one of them had a scimitar and a light crossbow. So the one in front of you had the crossbow and then, of course, had the scimitar. Crossbow is kind of damaged beyond repair. Scimitar's on the ground. You have also on her, you have kind of the same icon that you guys saw on the noble earlier. That sigil icon. This one.
The gavel.
The gavel.
Is that on their cloaks or something?
On the actual guards, this is actually going to be on their armor itself. In the case of these folks, it's going to be kind of on the shoulder, kind of similar as Noyeda's was earlier.
I'm going to start disrobing all these people and converting their clothes into bandages.
But you're going to go back and remember what damage each of them took to see what you're able to pull off, aren't you? Because some of them are going to be doable. Some's going to. Let me get a bulk survival from you for that.
While he's doing that, can I search the rest of the bodies?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the condition here? Are there alarms being raised? Is the portcullis slamming down?
No,
I mean,
not at all. From what you can tell right now, so from where you are at, as far as you can tell, there's no alarm being raised. You don't hear, you're not hearing footsteps. You're not hearing yells, things like that. For the time being, as far as you can tell, you folks are alone in this section of the fortress.
okay.
It's hard to tell if it's because that was the warden. It's hard to tell if there's reinforcements coming. But from what you can see right now, there's no reinforcements, no one showing up. It is empty where you are at.
Okay. I would like to search the rest of the bodies.
Okay. I don't think they have this rule anymore, but I'm basically just let you take 20 on that. Most of these folks are about the same. You're seeing go for it, James. What you're basically seeing is a lot of this is uniform. So all of them have very similar leather armor. All of them are wearing tunics, kind of the same equipment for everybody. There's a little bit of a difference on how the sigil is on each person. Some have it on armor. There's a pendant for one or others. I think the annoyance is going to have an actual pewter icon. Not a very large one, just kind of in his in a pocket. Kind of a little gavel there. So they all kind of smack of a cleric's focus item. Is kind of the idea you get. None of these seem like clerics as far as you can tell. You don't kind of feel any of that energy. But all of them seem to have something like that. And you kind of get that same feel from them. I'm going to have to actually go and roll up a loot table to figure out what you guys are actually getting out of that.
Okay.
Which is going to take me a minute because I got to figure out how to actually do that. Each one of them does have a weapon. The Annoyance is the only one who really has anything different from the rest right now. We have... Let me think. 2 of the crossbows were damaged. So you should have about 3 crossbows right now that should be in pretty good condition. 3 light crossbows, specifically. The Annoyance has a mace and a heavy crossbow that he wasn't even able to pull out. You don't see anything of the warden and the weapons he was carrying, except for the scimitar, which is currently bent in a very undesirable shape. And I'm going to have to go and look and see how loot lists work to make sure that you guys get something. Because I have no idea how that works.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'm going to dust myself off and just meet back inside of here, see what the carnage is.
There's a lot of carnage. Like, you
Quite
could...
a bit, yeah.
You went from being able to make a tea party to making a mosh pit.
Wow, these... That's a lot of bodies. Oh my. Oh dear. I'd like to note that I look physically perturbed. Maybe a bit of sweat. Out of my blood rage. As I'm sure, Dretch can relate with also being half-orc. And,
That's racist.
Hey, okay. No, it's not racism. It's a biological fact. Have you not read the half-orc bit? Because of our tainted blood, we have... maybe I should actually just quote it for you. But because of our blood, we have violent urges in combat, and more often than not, we actually hear the voice. What's his nuts?
Orcus.
The mark of Grumsh. Yep. Same is true of half-orcs. Some half-orcs hear the whispers of Grumsh in their dreams, calling unleash the rage that simmers within them.
I would like to take the heavy crossbow.
Okay, I'll let you guys decide what you guys want to do on that.
I'm good when it comes to range.
I'm going to pick up one of those light crossbows and the quiver of bolts that was up there.
Yes, I'll take a quiver of bolts as well.
Folks should have that, but about the things I brought with me. Where do they think they keep the prisoners' things?
You guys are getting some fun stuff.
There's some items that I dearly need to get back. May or may not be mine.
Where's this table? There we go. This is me not being prepared. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so on the little guys, so as you kind of collect between each of the folks that you're working on, pay-ins are kind of slim when it comes to like any money or anything if you're looking for that. There's only really like 9 copper pieces, unfortunately. However, each of them seems to have been paid in something else. You actually find 6 50 gold piece gems. So, Geth, don't worry about it. I'm making a handout for you guys.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. And then specifically on the annoyance, this guy seems to be a little bit higher on the totem pole than the others does. You actually found a potion of climbing for him. Kind of hard to say what that used for, but considering that all the rest of them were kind of on the balcony there, or maybe that he was intended to come down to there, or maybe escape up to there. So you all should find a potion of climbing. And then... you guys can keep going as I get the rest that's going.
Okay. So there's 6 gems?
6
Yes.
50-piece gems, yes.
He's getting all this razzle-dazzle written up.
Mm-hmm.
Bullrock looks at the rest of you and indicates the gems and says, "How best do we split these up?"
Pebbles!
No,
Please do.
James.
Please do.
No.
Pretty
James.
please.
No, I joke. I just have a big smile on my face, but I wink over at Drench.
James, I know that they're pretty. You've seen me take a couple of these back at the bar. These are
No.
actually worth something.
Of course they are, Drench. You know how I am.
Yes, but
Well-
those two don't. I'm not taking chances.
You worried me for a moment, strange one, but you can do whatever you
I
want
was
with yours.
really hoping.
Hey, I'm not going to tell
Oh,
him no
did I-
with what's his.
Whoop, I screwed that up. Hold on. Which one was that roll?
If you want to make it up, just add like 20.
You guys are
Big
getting
rolls
more
are
stuff than I
probably-
realize you're getting.
Oh, okay. I was
Alright.
down with more.
Hold on. Where's my...
Unless it's disease, more is never worse.
Was that...
What about more wounds?
I misread
That's kinda
something.
worse.
It's not. Did I stutter? It's not disease. Wounds make cool scars. Disease just kills you.
What about more death?
Okay. You
Eh.
also,
There's only
on
one.
those initial folks, in addition to the potion of climbing, you also find a potion of healing.
Nice.
Neato.
Misread some basic instruction. Don't mind me. I'm an idiot.
Real fucking neato.
Super professional, bro. What is this? Your third rodeo?
Nice. I like that number. That's a nice number.
Wow.
I like the 222.
What does that represent?
You're gonna see
It's
in
4
a little.
rolls.
Yeah, it's 4 different rolls.
Pretty great.
You get the cash roll.
Man, I have to actually go look this up. Okay, are you while you guys are while Hockey's looking around? Are you guys kind of staying in the in that area? What do you guys want to do while I finish looking this stuff up?
I'm doing
Well, you
that.
said there was sunlight off this tunnel, right? There's a passage out.
Yeah, if you continue going south, there is a once you get past the portcullis, which is currently open, there is a drawbridge, which thankfully is down, going over a moat, and then there is a fortified kind of island in the middle of the moat that you would have to get to before you can go further.
Oh, great.
Aw, man, you guys just missed the really cool thing. Okay.
Don't
I
say
mean, you
that
could
shit,
just do
dude.
it.
I'm totally
Come
gonna
on,
say
man.
that shit. Okay, so how do I decide which one that is?
Anyway.
I'm going to be munching on a few good berries here for a second.
Yeah.
While you guys all decide what you're going to do.
Excuse me, strange one. Could you happen to spare one of those? Says the
Actually, he gives you his last one.
Oh, how nice.
Thank you
Oh,
very
look,
much.
I don't know where you came from, but you must be a blessing in disguise because I don't know if we would have survived that.
Bullrock just simply nods at you and says, when it's raining, it's raining.
And James comes up and says, "You're right! Oh my god, this guy finally gets it!"
There's just this very blank look on not 10, dead, excuse me,
Where,
with D's.
where is this damn...
Blank look on Dinch's face, and he just goes, yeah, that.
Bullrock does look at you guys and basically he asks, did you come here with other supplies?
No.
Yeah.
We were
Well,
more or less robbed.
I had quite a few valuables on me before I woke up here. I'd like to find them. If I'm here, they're probably here as well.
Perhaps we should expand our search for a moment before leaving this place.
Like that very, very much, stranger.
I would
gonna
much
leave-
rather
Is there
get
no
back to the
table for
barn.
this?
I'd
Wait,
like to get.
Yes, are you
I'd like to
injured?
lean. Yes, he gives a nod.
Okay, I pull out one of my bandages and give you 6 hit
You-
points back.
You already used a bandage on me earlier. Remember when I crawled into a cave and tried to hide like a dying dog?
Oh, that's right. That's right. We've already been through this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
right. You
and
gotta
we
put
haven't had a short rest yet, have we?
Nope.
Right.
You guys have been
You
kind
know?
of active the entire time.
Yeah. You go to put a bandage on me, and when you pull my robe back, you just see a
See,
bloody
now
bandage.
this is how a GM drains all your resources.
God.
We're gonna talk about that after the session's done.
But
Okay.
I would like to lean in close to a bench and just say, between those two, I'm not really sure which one's the strange one.
You are.
What? Have you not seen these two? He speaks in
You
weather
are.
and speaks in madness.
Yeah, but both of them are. I can understand madness. You, I can't understand.
Says the man that was frothing at the lips a few minutes ago. But
There's a difference
Sure.
between madness and rage, my friend. Now I
Well-
need a drink.
Is there? No. I am confused.
What are you looking for?
James
Um,
starts spinning in a circle again.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a moment. Because I don't even know if you guys are getting this yet.
What did
Okay.
you say, James?
I just start spinning in a circle again, looking at everything around me.
I'm
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw, James. Okay, go on spinning.
I assume this is gonna be like a wooden or concrete floor, so I'm just gonna wave my hand across dustle, puff in a foot square, snap my fingers, and sit down all nice and toasty because of prestidigitation. I'm just gonna
Hey,
twiddle my
you
thumb.
said it correctly for once.
I know. It's because I wasn't freaking out about how to pronounce that godforsaken word.
Yep. You don't think about it. You just say it and you do it. Nice one.
Just, it's perfect. Don't expect it to happen often.
Trust me, I will.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
we got a treasure list.
Mm-hmm.
yo, what happened to that 34, 60, 31, 97? Speaking in code now.
I don't know. You guys are standing around sitting in an entryway.
Hold on.
I am sitting.
Yes.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, as I said, you guys are standing around sitting in an entryway.
Oh, am I sitting in the edge?
Have my compatriots completed their? I mean, were we going to go search this area?
Yeah, are we done searching the bodies now?
Yeah, at the moment, what I told you is what you guys have found on the bodies.
Okay.
So it's kind of up to you where you
All
want
right.
to go from here.
Yeah.
Bullrock
You
sort
guys-
of taps James on the shoulder and says, "Do you have enough to spare more bandages?"
He needs to tell me how many I found doing all this.
Right.
I rolled an 18 or something.
That was actually a really good roll too.
Right. So and there was like 4 bodies to search, or yes, 5 bodies I can go cut up stuff from. So I'm hoping I got a lot of bandages.
Also, you guys are done ransacking the corpses. I haven't touched a one. Just stare at them. Especially the ones that I did it to. That's 3 of the 5? 3 of the 6?
I'm going to say that given that some of these guys have been sitting in blood for a while because you guys have been doing other things, it's not going to be as amazing as it could be, but I'll give you 7 bandages.
Okay,
Some of these people have been in blood for a while.
Give me a total of 10 bandages right now.
Nice. That works quite nicely.
And if we find our goods, I have more healer's kits in the goods.
Huh. So apparently the those numbers that he rolled are the location of San Jose.
Huh. No shit.
That's fantastic.
Actually, it's a little bit north, at in between Sunnyvale and Palo Alto near San Jose. But yeah, I decided, hey, that looks like a defo code, so I decided to type that in and look it up.
Well, don't worry. In the future, I'll actually do those as DM rolls, but I wasn't thinking about it. Okay. So.
Hey, so James, do you have any despair?
Yes, I do. Are you injured?
I am. I got a nice slash.
I take a moment to apply bandage to you.
By the way, Hawk, can you come up with this stuff on the spot, or are you just like reading from something else?
What, my weather sayings?
Yes.
I spent a few hours going through it and making up a whole bunch.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
I love them.
Yep.
Okay, so okay, nice. I'm back. Okay. And then I take a moment and I use the mending cantrip to repair my my robes, my cloth clothing.
Nice. As if it never happened.
Yep.
As I watch him do that, I
Like,
look at him and all like, you can do that on the whim?
I would like to give you a task. Like, excuse me, Mr. Thunder, but this is my only set of clothes. Could you kindly, and I look at the bolt sticking out of my shoulder, take care of the hole?
Yeah, I take a minute. I'll gladly do that.
You're gonna make a fortune.
No, I don't want this on screen, damn it. I popped this out for a reason. Fuck. I'll do that later.
So, I couldn't help but notice that you could cast magic, Mr. Bullrock. How long have you been able to do that? I have a fascination with folks that know how to use magic.
Bullrock sort of just gives you a weird look and says, "Do you always start conversations this way?"
So far, yes.
Well, it's just that, you know, you made the fog roll in like a thundercloud and struck with the ferocity of lightning. Like, you must have been practicing for ages.
Trench is just shaking his head.
Wait. Did Geth not notice when James caused smoke to come out of nowhere?
No, I did.
Oh,
No,
okay.
trust me, I already fawned over his ability to cast magic.
Oh, okay.
And there's not a sucking metaphorical dick button, so can I try to persuade him to open up a bit?
Bullrock, he says,
It's like,
when I went on my Panakua, my rite of passage, I encountered the Tempest Queen, and I have been a follower of her ever since. She is the one who grants me my power.
that is a ferocious power you have there. Very glad to have you on our side.
The goddess Gina is not known for her calm disposition.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can smell alcohol somewhere.
Okay.
And I indicate, I say, we might want to get looking for your supplies.
Okay,
Before
James,
we are surprised here.
don't move too far. I kind of imagine you're gonna want to look around.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Actually, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Now that everybody's healed up and I'm feeling more back in my place, I'm just gonna hide back around everybody.
Okay. So we're gonna move back to the main map.
Do I smell alcohol?
Okay, so first of all, yes, there's beer in room 6. You
I am going to beer.
you also smell smoke. Just worth
Oh,
noting.
so it's a fire.
Okay.
No, but you smell
Is the
smoke.
smoke coming up from room 7?
You can't identify where the smoke is coming from. Like, it's a faint smell. This is kind of like a barbecue somewhere in your neighborhood type of thing. But you can smell smoke.
I'm just amazed you could smell the alcohol through the smoke. That is a hell of a sniffer.
Hey, when you serve drinks for a living,
That.
you can smell it in the air.
He rolled a 17. I'm going to give him that.
Well, most folks would call that a problem, but in this case, it's an asset.
In this case, it's a total asset.
Let's see. I'm going
I
to
got
see
place
if
to go.
this works.
Specifically, I've got room 6 to go to. Da-da, 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 da-da.
Nope, I can't go that small. Really?
You have to hold Alt when you release the button.
Oh, okay. Mostly just so you guys can give an idea of where you want to go. We're not in combat time right now.
Follow the crazy man. Sorry, strange one. He's not actually.
Does it actually allow you to control that, or do I have to give you control again?
Looks like. You have to give us control again if you want to do
Okay,
this.
so it's considered to be a new token. Got it. Okay. So,
Well, what you have to do is once you've assigned, like, you get these tokens set up the way you want them, so we have control. Then delete the tokens that you've associated with our sheets and assign these tokens to the sheets.
oh, okay.
Oh, so you can just
Yeah,
drag and drop
because
them.
then when you pull it from the character sheet window and you pull it over, it'll create that token that's associated
Okay,
with
so
it.
it won't do that if the previous tokens are still around, but if I delete the previous tokens, it'll do it?
No, it will on every window. I mean, you can pull several of the kind, but
they-
if you've made changes to it and then not saved it, then those changes won't carry over. You have to, every time you do a change, you have to save it.
Oh, okay, so because you guys have edited your sheets, it doesn't remember who's who anymore? Is that what you're saying? Because I haven't edited you guys at all.
So then you should still be able to pull from the character sheet and do it.
Okay, and I can't carry you guys over the map, unfortunately. It doesn't allow me to do that. I can't carry individual players, which is kind of weird.
I see James's bio. Something just popped that up for me.
Yep,
Same.
it's very clean.
That's very weird. Okay, well, I'm going to slowly throw you guys onto the map just so you can control where you want to go. So it sounds like room 6 is the plan right now, though?
Yep, at least I'm going there.
Sounds good.
Okay, so room 6, I said, is a guard's room. So as you guys kind of go through room 6, what you find is, number 1, the beer that he's looking for. So
Yes.
that's there. There's actually what Bullrock couldn't see as he kind of explored or looked into room 6 earlier is I just have to put you guys in separate squares so we won't allow you to occupy the same square. What Bullrock saw earlier was on the far side of room 6 on the eastern side. Fine. So what he saw was the weapons racks, which, as you guys can see, are pretty darn empty. Either this place runs on very kind of limited people, or the other people have already gotten their weapons already. It's a little bit hard to say right now. Who is this supposed to be? This is Bullrock. So you guys see that. Kind of in the northwestern corner, there is a fireplace, which currently has a fire. You also see that there is a table with some food, kind of like half eaten, as if the people had to go deal with a sudden uprising or something similar. You guys should have control now.
I do. Yep.
So I don't know how well it's going to work because you guys can't occupy the same square apparently, but
Yeah.
You can't. You just got to hold Alt.
okay, there you go. So you guys do see, there's food there. That's about all you're kind of seeing in that room. There is kind of plenty of stuff there. You also see a bag on the ground in the doorway between 6 and 7.
Was it there when I was racing back and forth?
It may have been, but you were moving so fast you might not have noticed it.
All right, I am drinking that beer. I am just
I mean,
drinking.
it's That beer is like making love in a canoe.
That's kind of sad.
You're in a prison. These are guards. I don't know what you expected.
Oh, I've got
They
the.
fucked the bottle.
It is beer, but
No. It's near water.
that's not the full phrase. But yes, that is absolutely true.
Oh no, it's fucking close to water.
There
Here
we go. It's the old joke, making love in a canoe. Anyways.
That's sad, and that is sad.
Yep.
Dratan is not Dratan Ditch. I can't.
There's multiple D's.
What?
I mean,
There's too many D's.
there really is. And now that we know what he's going to be saying tonight, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Thanks. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Oh, it's 1:03 and I got class in the morning. I'm gonna hate myself.
We'll be finishing up in
No,
a few
you're not.
minutes.
Just drop your classes.
That too. You could do that.
Just drop your.
The only danger I have is I have to make it to the post office before noon, so I get my taxes postmarked the correct day.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Aren't they? They're
You're on
due
the
on the
18th.
18th, I thought.
Yeah, it's 18th this year.
I'm
They may be due on the 18th, but Sunday's a holiday. Monday's cutting it close.
True. That is true.
So he's being safe.
There's nothing wrong with cutting
There's
it
nothing wrong
close.
cutting close.
Really? That is how many things
my
has gone
plan
wrong. in life.
is to be there tomorrow because that's the day I go into town and do my post office
There
shit.
you
It's
go.
on Saturday.
Nice.
I also take the trash in. I do all that stuff.
There you go. Nice.
Like, let the man be an adult, a responsible adult, guys. Come on. And on the flip side, hey, Saf, you should drop all of your classes and tour the country in a motorcycle.
I would love to do that, but I'm not gonna fucking do that.
All right. So we found the beer.
He's found the
Have you
beer.
guys found your gear?
They have not found their gear yet. There is a kind of bag sitting in like that hallway between 6 and 7 right now. That you guys
I'm
noticed.
gonna walk up to it. I'm gonna take a look at it.
Okay, so the bag looks like it should have been attached to like a belt or something. You can see like 2 little thongs where it should have attached to a belt loop. That has been cut. So looks like something cut this off. It is somewhat heavy.
I'm gonna open it up. Take a look.
Inside you find 12 copper pieces, 4 additional gems. No, that needs to be here. Original gems that kind of at a inexpert appraisal seems to be about 50 GP worth each. An additional potion of healing, another potion of healing, a potion of greater healing, and a spell scroll that I have no idea to figure out what it is yet. That's the thing. That's the table I've been looking for. There is a.
I'll say the way I do spell scrolls. You know what level is it?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, just a cantrip. So you go to the list of the cantrips, and you would count how many cantrips there are, and then roll a 1d, whatever that number is, and whatever number comes up is whatever number it is.
Lot less interested because I can't transcribe cantrips. Lot less interested.
You can read the scroll and have the cantrip be done once, but it's just a cantrip.
Exactly. Oh, well.
Also sell it.
True.
Since I have the bag, I'm going to grab one of the potions of healing and pocket it, and then cinch the bag and indicate to the others and sort of say, because we haven't quite decided who ended up with the other gear, right? The other gemstones or other potions.
So that is
we'll
spell
figure that out
scroll
later.
of resistance.
All yours, guys.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
Next time,
take that as
next
well,
time
then.
I won't give you treasure. That's fine.
No, I'll take it. I just
I have updated your
I
loot
can
list.
I can just sort of shove it in my backpack and indicate to the others that we'll handle it later.
Of course.
They'll get a fair share.
You actually have a backpack, so that's useful.
It's probably time-sensitive material. Or time-sensitive situation, so we might want to,
Potentially.
get my and or our stuff and skedaddle.
Yep. And so I've got my stuff. So Bullrock says, do you have any idea where your stuff is?
Do I see like a small chest or a backpack anywhere else in this room?
So what about room 8, guys?
Yeah, we haven't explored at all. We just got 1 through 6.
I walk into room 7.
Okay, so room 7 is it's fairly empty. You see a fair amount of like barrels and stuff that are used for storage. You see the stairs going up onto the balcony, stone stairs going down. On closer inspection, when you're not moving quickly, you can see that there are blood stains going down. Apart from that, not a lot in room 7 at all, to be honest.
Well, I'm gonna go into 8 then. Poke my head in.
So inside of 8, you find a couple of different things. There is a winch that has a large amount of chain wrapped around it. You can kind of tell that this is kind of braced. There's a lock on the winch that is currently being held. So there's a winch there that's on the very south wall. You see a very similar looking one next to it. Once again, chain. The 2 chains are going into kind of 2 small holes, 2 small portals in the wall above you on the outer wall. Behind you,
Heading towards the drawbridge kind of area?
as far as you can tell, yeah, kind of against that wall. It's a pretty good guess this has something to do with, at very least, the drawbridge. Behind you is something a little bit different. There is 2 different glyphs on the wall. You can tell they're kind of like a glow with a kind of a bluish silvery light. They're both on 2 kind of stones that protrude a little bit from the wall. And, they have like a kind of a soft glitter on them. But they're not in any language that you currently know.
I'd like to do an Arcana roll to investigate the nature of these glyphs.
Go for it.
With a +4, goddamn.
So, as far as you're able to tell, these glyphs are activatable. They do something. What you're not able to tell from the look is what they do, but you can tell that they would do something by touching them.
I do not touch the buttons.
How are they oriented? Are they just, there's a left one and a right one, or an upper one and a lower one?
They are both, the entire glyph is it's like a kind of a dinner plate size. They're the size of an entire hand spread out. Both.
And what wall are they on? What face? What
that's
wall?
going to be on the north wall, the wall between 8 and 9.
Okay. Bullrock just sees Gith hesitate, and he walks up and he pushes on the right one.
Okay. The right one, it sinks in. You feel it moving. Sound of stone scraping on stone, and it sinks in as long as you push your hand in, but you don't notice any particular change.
Okay.
I guess I'll push the left one.
I am no longer sobbing over really bad beard. I've come over to look at what the hell you guys are doing.
Yeah, let's push the left glyph.
Okay, as you try to push on.
Okay,
Go.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not pressing the right one anymore.
Okay, so
I'm
you
going
took
to
your
let
hand
him
away
push
from
the left one.
Okay, as you pull your hands away from it, as you leave the resistance, the stone that you're pushing on slowly slides back out at the same speed as your hand pulls back. So not really pushing against your hand, but coming out with you. Geth, as you press the other one, kind of at about the same time as the stone meets stone, as your hand hits flush with the rest of the wall, you hear a resounding clang, as if multiple metal objects had struck each other somewhere in the north and northwestern vicinity of you. Everybody roll a perception check real quick. Okay, easy. Pretty good stuff.
1 second.
So James, for some reason, is having a little bit of trouble hearing this. I think he has his face deep in a little bit of food. He's investigating something in room 6. The rest of you are able to distinctly hear the sound of very surprised, very loud, and above all, very joyous voices coming from the direction you came.
Bullrock turns to the others and he says, "I think we've just released the prisoners."
Should we?
They weren't.
Why not?
You just did.
We were here improperly. They're probably all also here improperly.
Hey, how's your buddy doing?
Fair point. Also, who are you referring to, Seth?
I'm referring to James's buddy, the guy with the peg leg.
Peg leg, yeah. I'm going over here to 6 to see if Peg leg walks by.
As you move over in the direction of 6 and 5, you notice 2 things. One is you notice a very large crowd of folks kind of moving from the open court towards the drawbridge. not quite a mob, but very excited in that way. So not a lot of risk of people falling into the moat, but if people get too excited, there's probably someone's going for a swim. Very hard to see Pegleg because of how thick the mob is packed, but you also notice a distinctly increased smell of smoke the closer you get towards that drawbridge now.
Oh no.
Okay. Have they gotten to room 5 yet? The mob.
Yeah, as kind of you guys head in that direction, the mob is just starting to enter room 5 and heading out.
Okay. Bullrock turns to Geth and Dench and James and says, "Well, you have an option of leaving your gear, or we can continue our search into the adjacent rooms."
Well, I don't think there's anywhere else to search. There's only room 7 really to search.
We didn't check 7, and we didn't check downstairs.
Yeah, and Bullrock turns to the points to the
There's
stairs.
also downstairs, yes.
And then points to the stairs upstairs as well.
I checked upstairs personally. I did not go downstairs though.
So that porch up there has no doors. It's just the one door leading down.
It's just the one door leading down into the room with the green mark.
All right.
I can't leave behind the things that they told me. So, if someone would please come with me to the bottom.
Well, let's go down, and check out.
Yeah, I'm sure
see what's down.
Something of yours.
Okay, so you guys are going down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for gear.
So it's a lot colder as you move down there. Like, you are definitely going underneath ground as you descend. Remember, you're only going down about 10 feet, so it's kind of a intense feeling for it to happen that fast. As you turn, you'll notice that about 10 feet in on the right, the passage kind of continues, but there's a very distinct, set of iron bars that have been closed in front of you.
I'd like to look around to see if there's any more bloodstains down here.
The bloodstains are pretty obvious. There is torchlight down there, so you can see the bloodstains glinting the light. They go...
Any obvious mechanism? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
As far as you can tell, it's a door. This is a set of, like a jail set of gate doors. So the bars are a little bit too close together for you to get through, and it seems pretty closed. It's got a handle and it's got a key, or like a keyhole. Okay. All right. The bloodstains definitely go past the gate, kind of make their way down. About 30, 40 feet down, the hallway turns to the left and goes out of sight.
Well, if you guys...
Bullrock walks up and shakes the door handle to see if it's unlocked.
The gate is very locked.
Okay.
I'd like to look inside, see what's in that locked gate.
Like inside the lock?
Well, yeah. Well, no, I mean, what's inside of the cell room, whatever?
Oh, it's not a cell. Like, the actual hallway itself is blocked by that gate.
The hallway goes down another 30 or 40 feet and then turns to the left?
Yeah, and about, so basically you went down the stairs, you guys turned to the right at the end, going into this hallway. About 10 feet down the hallway is a gate that blocks your progress down the hallway that is currently locked. And then about 30 or so feet past the gate, the hallway turns to the left and out of sight. And you are able to see that is where the bloodstains go.
Bullrock turns to the group and says, well, we can try across that entryway upstairs.
I'm really hoping our things aren't on the other side of this gate. I guess we should try upstairs.
Okay. Bullrock heads back upstairs.
Really guess.
Okay. So are you guys hanging out in room 6? You're going to go into room 5? We looking through? What are we doing?
I'm going to
go
to room 7 for myself personally.
The other room 7, yeah. We're trying to get past the press of people.
Yeah, you guys spent a good amount of time down there. Good minute and a half, 2 minutes. By then, the gigantic press of people has really passed. There are still stragglers moving through. But, you guys can get through. Room 7 is it is open, and as you guys enter, you do see kind of a variety of chests, of crates, barrels. There's also a wide variety of really basic clothing all over the place. So there's a variety of items inside of that room.
So anything like our items?
Starting from the left wall that I just entered in, methodically going down the line, I'm going to pop open as many chests as I can and see if I can. stuff.
It doesn't take too much. Most of them are fairly simple locks, even if they are locked. It does take a little bit of effort for you guys searching through, but after about half an hour, 45 minutes, you guys are able to find all of your items.
What else did we find?
Not really much. You guys, what you're finding mostly in there is kind of very basic belongings of people. Lots of tools to trade. You find like a trowel from someone who was trying to build a thing. There's a hoe leaning against the wall. Lots of kind of like extra clothing. You know, things like petticoats. Jackets.
That's a lot of bandages.
There's a lot.
Any
of
coins?
Let's see.
So, Dinch is very confused because the last thing he remembers is him being in his bar, and is really confused as to why all of his junk is here as opposed to being inside of the place that he works and lives. It's like, what the heck's my sledgehammer doing here?
Between each of the chests, as you guys search through and kind of search through things, you were able to find 16 gold pieces.
Yo.
Nice.
Do we have a treasure
Yeah, up
yet?
there at the
Yes.
top. Only now I can edit.
Oh, did I? Sorry, I didn't give it to
Cool.
you guys to edit. Let me go ahead and do that so you guys can edit as well.
You said 16 gold pieces?
Yep, 16
All right.
gold pieces.
You don't, I'll add that in real
I
quick.
got it right here.
Perfect.
Done. And you guys should be able to edit that now, too.
Yes, we can. 1 million platinum pieces.
I mean, let's not forget I'm recording this entire thing, so I mean...
Yeah.
All right. After you guys found your things,
Yep, so
Yeah, did we find all of our individual goods?
Yes, you have. So after a significant search, you guys were able to find just about everything in there.
All right.
With an
So when we
additional 16
find-
gold pieces.
Bulrock tends to get a little antsy and wants to leave.
I'm right be with you. I'm
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Let's go,
with you
Dench.
on that one.
I've got this look of very confusion as I find my maul, which is a sledgehammer that I keep inside the bar and never bring with me here. So, more or less, I want to leave now.
I just hope that there's still a drawbridge.
Is that where your guys are heading? Are you going out towards the drawbridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you leave, as you go through that area 4, you find there is definitely a drawbridge. It's obviously there. It's it's very dusty. A lot of people just passed over this thing. You can see kind of the stragglers, and what you're still seeing as you kind of exit, as you kind of head towards that island right there at 2. As you kind of approach that, you see a variety of people who have stopped. And what you got to understand about 2 is it is a kind of a fortified island. It is a piece of stone in the middle of the moat. There are walls. There's fortifications. There are I think they're called crenelments. There's kind of like I forget what they're called. The gaps where archers will stand to shoot, basically, in order to defend that kind of. There's a gangway at that 1 right there. As the kind of path leads onto what is essentially like a sidewalk. So as you hit onto the island there, you see a lot of people who are kind of pointing off towards the south. And as you guys hit 2...
Something new.
Something new. So
Oh shit, it's Venice.
it is not Venice, actually. It took me a long time to find a good picture, but this is actually not Venice. Okay, where did I decide?
I want to get.
I got to remember exactly where you guys are. There was a specific point I wanted you to be at.
I'm probably gonna guess right there.
Why do
It wasn't
is
there.
that
It was
Paris,
slightly-
France?
It is not Paris.
yeah, that is Paris. It's not.
Actually, now
it
you're gonna make me
Orleans?
go look. This is either Paris or it's London. I can't remember which.
No, the
Well,
plot.
the
Oh yeah,
lighting
there it
in
is. I'm
France.
looking at the wrong
Yeah.
side. Yeah, it is Paris. I was having a very hard time finding pictures of a metropolis big enough to fit the city.
That's the scene crossing.
If I remember correctly, you guys should be right
That's
about
a big
here.
picture.
So
This is a big map. Could you highlight real quick?
I'm pinging it right now, bottom left.
Bottom left, man.
There we are.
So yep.
I see.
So that is where you guys are. At least that's the let me rephrase. That is the northern side of the Star Fort that you're on the south side of. So you guys are able to kind of see south of this. I just wanted to give you an idea of just how packed in this place is, how big this city is. Because I think some people were having a little bit of trouble kind of visualizing.
That does it.
Yeah, this place is huge. There's a lot of it. So what you guys are able to see is smoke rising. And it's kind of about a block south of you. So as you guys are on that southern island, as you kind of look south, you can kind of see the smoke rising. It seems to be coming between a couple of buildings. And as you kind of let your gaze drop down, you're not kind of able to see down that street. It's kind of not that easy. But you are able to see kind of around a corner. And you see a number of things. You see a couple of people in outfits that are very familiar to you, looking like some of the people you fought in the past couple of hours. You also see a variety of little scaly folks, kind of red scales, carrying a variety of weapons, kind of pairing off against folks and fighting without a care in the world. And that's where we're going to stop.
I was going to say, I turn around and dip.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it.
Wrong way.
Where's
Now,
We'll
how
stay
much
inside,
experience
thank
did
you.
we get?
Okay, so that is...
level 2?
yeah, you guys are definitely level 2. I have to look to see exactly how far into level 2 you are, because you guys were about 50 experience off of.
We were 25 experience away.
There you go.
I had two.
You guys were about 25 experience off level 2 at the start of that engagement.
Okay.
Let's see. So
I could have had catapult.
So how does that include me? Can I piggyback off of previous
no,
sessions?
I'm absolutely
Yeah.
putting you there too.
Okay.
It just
Nope, you
which
get to
makes
stay
it
at 1 because you asked.
Yeah.
makes it a little bit easier for me to track what you guys are doing. Okay, so
So how are you handling level up? So we haven't
I'm-
long rested or anything.
I'm basically right now I'm gonna do milestone just to make it easier for me to kind of keep track of where everybody is. So you have a general idea of where you are right now. You're about 600 experience into level 2. You guys did kind of some big stuff just now.
And then what about as far as recharging spell slots or what do we get? Do we have to wait for the long rest to get
Yeah, I
everything? Do we
think-
get anything now?
At the moment, you got what do we want to do? Because I'm trying to think of
what
where
I
you guys
would've-
are
How
next.
far away is Dench's bar? Like, can
Yeah,
we end this
yeah.
session where we all collapse back at Dench's bar?
That would be interesting.
Okay, well,
We haven't discussed that yet.
if we're gonna do that,
Is your bar in Paris, France?
can everyone give me? Let me see.
Got
Their
2
choice.
Michelin stars.
Everybody can give me their choice of history or survival.
Ha.
Yeah, I'm going history. Thank you kindly. Son of a bitch. That's
Alright,
a +4. Why? That's
History or
twice.
survival?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know? I'm bad at. No, I'm not bad at both.
Just
8.
I've got a background trait called Wanderer.
Okay.
I have an excellent memory for maps and geography and can
So
always
do
recall a
I.
general layout.
Well, the good news is, Bullrock, you remember very distinctly that you were outside of this place like an hour and a half ago. So this place is very familiar to you. So Bullrock, you're the one that's going to make this difficult. I
I have it also.
Well, the problem
it's
is
part of my background.
The problem is my mental map of the city is where you guys are, not the whole city, and now I have to have the whole city in my map. Okay, so
Also, for something this scale, that's also really hard to keep tabs on major stuff like that.
exactly. Okay, so first of all, Geth, Saf, you guys have no idea where you are. Nothing that you see is familiar to you.
Sounds about right.
So that immediately tells me that we're not in the right district at all.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
So, Bullrock, you specifically traveled here. So what you're able to see is, you know from, and James, you as well, you guys know from the basic ideas of the area is that the city is laid out in a large number of districts. Because the city's so huge they can't keep track of it otherwise. The problem is that the gods, because they do walk the city streets, and because every time they walk, it has a history of changing the city on, like, a complete physical level. Like, a god can walk through, and the entire district can change. So, what you guys look for specifically is 2 different things. You're looking for landmarks more than anything. Even something as simple as the river that you guys see at the north side of Starford. even something like that could change if the right god moves through. That being said, it doesn't happen often. So you guys, let me see, where would that... You guys would definitely be able to see that river if you look to the northeast. So you guys know you're near one of the major rivers, and then, that tends to flow out to a bay, which the bay is on the southeastern side of the city. It kind of cuts in a little bit into the city. Think like kind of like a crescent moon type of shape. It's just a small bite out of it. But there's a small bite out of the city. So you know that from seeing this, you have to be somewhere on kind of the south side of the city. This is also added on as you kind of look more north towards the, the middle of the circle. Go up by about another third from the middle of that circle. Right about there is a gigantic mountain that has never changed. This is kind of a constant of the city. They kind of call that thing the fortress just because of how unchanging it is. Depending on where you are, it could be the fortress, could be the citadel. Kind of has a similar name depending on the dialect of basically the local district. You guys are able to see that to the north of you. It's very hard to tell from where you are kind of how far off of true south you are of the citadel, but you can see it there. So you know that you are in kind of the southern district. Bullrock, you kind of came through this area as you were kind of entering the city. You would have come from the south. So you kind of know this a little bit better than kind of expected. James, you have been here as you have wandered. Not often, though. So you know the area. You could probably find your way around it. If you had to make a guess, kind of knowing of your wanderings, you are a fair distance to the southeast of where the bar should be. So you're...
Can me and James sort of discuss the landmarks? And I don't know where Dench's bar is, but he does, and I know a greater knowledge of the local area because I was just here. Can we sort of collaborate?
So as you guys work together, it's a little bit fuzzy logic at times, but you guys try to piece together as best you can the various districts that James knows, kind of the distance from the edge that Bullrock knows. You guys have an idea that you are probably at least 3 days walking away from the district you need to be in. You need to be heading about northwest, maybe west-northwest is the direction you need to be heading. So you should be able to follow the river for a fair amount of time until it reaches its source or something like that. But you guys are about 3 days from the bar if you actually want to be heading in that direction.
Okay. This is a huge city. Okay.
Well, remember you are on foot too. So being in any type of thing is going to be there. But yeah, the city I describe as, think about twice the square footage of New Orleans.
Okay.
So that's a city I know, so that's how I would describe it. It is very, very large.
Ignore this next spell. His name is Catapult, and it gives me amazing ideas in my...
Catapult is a great spell.
It literally looks awesome.
I gotta say, map makers in the city must make a fortune.
So that's the thing. They would, if the maps were worth a damn for that long.
Yeah,
exactly. So they constantly change, which means they're constantly in business.
Which also means that no one really wants them because they're not worth the money.
Yeah, they always change. Like that's just frustrating.
Historians would want them.
Historians would be interested. And it also depends on how often the gods are walking and how close you are to the actual folded path itself. The closer you are, the more likely it is for the map to become worthless. The problem is gods sometimes walk really frequently, sometimes walk very infrequently. So it is sometimes a little bit difficult to really make much out of that. That's why it's a little bit hard that's why it's fuzzy logic for them trying to figure out where they are, because there's no knowing how many gods have walked recently. That could be screwing up a lot of what you're guessing at.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you guys were dragged a fair distance, and your internal clocks only kind of register about one night. And everybody who slept a really long time knows it's very hard to rely on that. But
yep.
You guys, you're only kind of out by about a day as far as you can tell. So these folks moved you fast. If it's going to take you 3 days to get back. So you do have that information.